We're going live.
And we're live, I think. This is take 2. We tried to start earlier, and I had it unlisted.
Has it set for 6:35.
Oh, we're good. We're definitely good.
But it's not. All right, we'll just wait a minute.
I don't know what's happening.
Why?
Shit's whack. Oh.
And we're live.
I think we're good.
There. And we're
good.
back.
And we're live.
We're good now. All right, we're good.
Third time we're going to say and we're live because this is the third time. We're trying to get this shit set up.
It wouldn't be us without technical issues.
True. And it wouldn't go like that today because of the previous week that I've had, too.
Facts.
It's been a shit week.
Been a shit week.
Shit week. But welcome.
And you can hear me through the thing because I have my computer muted. I just wasn't sure. Sorry to interrupt, but go ahead.
Yeah, last week you couldn't hear Chris at all.
I don't know what that was about.
Don't know what happened.
It's okay.
Yeah, welcome to OBC Live. Happy Monday, Motivational Monday. This is week 4 with Chris Seibert. He's on the Discord call.
That is right. I'm right here.
Hi.
I'm finishing the tweet, and then I'm going to be 100% paying attention.
All right.
And how are you doing on this lovely Monday, Cody?
I'm doing pretty good. I had a case of the Mondays at work. I didn't want to be there.
It was a long day.
But, I pushed through it. I had some Taco Bell for lunch. It was delicious. And now we're here. It's been a pretty good day. Yeah. Been chilling so far. How's your Monday? He said,
Work took forever.
I feel that work did take a while.
Long day.
Christopher, how was your Monday?
I had an actually very, very good Monday. Even though that the market essentially crashed. No, I was very busy. I have a lot of stuff going on in terms of video, so it's nice because when I'm doing that, then I'm on my laptop just listening to Apple Music all day or podcasts. So, Yep. And then I had a peanut butter and jelly for lunch, and also went tanning. So it was a very good day for my part so far up to this point. And I'm gonna go to sleep early.
Well, bless you, my friend.
I wish we could have you on the screen right now, but still have to buy some equipment to be able to do that apparently, so hopefully next
That's
week.
okay. I'm still waiting on my makeup artist to get back with me to make sure that
we'll need it.
So there we go. So the link is now officially
there it is.
Yeah, he will.
So speaking of podcasts, you said that like 3 sentences ago, but I want to transition using that still. If you guys didn't notice, if you follow on our YouTube, we didn't have the Monday episode come out on YouTube. It came out on Podbean last Monday at least. Today, you would have noticed that YouTube and Podbean didn't come out.
Yep.
We have to take a week off because the hard drive, the external hard drive that had all the shit, all the Photoshop files, the Premiere files, JPEGs, every single episode so far. There's only been 3, but like just templates I made so it's quicker just to get set up, just all gone. Maybe.
There's a chance that it's all gone. We don't know yet.
I took it Saturday to a computer repair shop, or Friday. And he told me he'd call me Saturday. Didn't call me. Called him today. They're closed until tomorrow. So I guess we'll find out tomorrow. But he said it's a very high chance it's a dead hard drive.
With the way that it's acting, there's a good chance that it's already dead.
And you can't get anything.
Yeah.
Now what causes that? Is it just...
I don't know. The dude was a dickhead when I brought it because I told him, like, I have, like, all my work stuff because Bruno's is on there, too. Literally everything since my new laptop is on there because I haven't put anything on my laptop because I bought this 2 terabyte hard drive to put all my shit on.
Yeah.
Well, I was going to 2 months.
Well, I was going to say, like, it does suck, but you might just be better off going to Walmart or Best Buy and just getting, like, an external hard drive that plugs in with a USB.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
So it was just the hard drive. It wasn't even the computer.
No, my computer's fine. It's the external, So, like I told him, I'm like, like I had everything on it. He's like, well, did you have it backed up? I'm like, no, I don't. He's like, well, you really should have 2 hard drives if you're going to do that stuff. I'm like, I'm going to have 2 hard drives with the same stuff on it?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah.
So a lot of people do that. I'm like, that's kind of, I mean, it's smart, but like, I don't have money just to waste on 2 hard drives.
Buy 2 $200 external hard drives just to have the same shit on both.
Yeah, exactly.
But
yeah, because I only use one, and that's actually a good idea.
It is a good idea, but it's
but it seems like a waste of time. Yeah.
Well, it's like I had it for 2 weeks or 2 months. It's like a disposable hard drive. You just throw it away when it's done.
You get a couple months, and then that's all you get out of it.
So I don't know. I'm gonna buy an SSD this time, an external SSD, because hard drives have an actual like little needle that finds the files, like kind of like a vinyl record, I guess. And then SSDs is all mechanical, or not mechanical. It's all digital.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there's
I think what happened is with it
the
being
needle got fucked up,
like moving around or thrown around, the needle got fucked up, and that's why nothing works anymore.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's just one part of the shitty week because we haven't been able to do any clips. I can't work on anything. My new song, You Know the Rest, was on there. Me and Cody were going to make a remix to it.
Now
don't have the beat anymore because that's gone. Which
I'm very upset about because I love that beat.
I know, bro.
I'm pissed.
Dang. Yeah. that really does. That has to be a killer.
Yeah.
A little bit.
And then on top of some personal shit and then just relationship shit, it's just been a tough week.
Whirlwind of a week for Bryce.
It's been a lot of speed bumps.
Oh dang. Yeah, we'll have to talk about talk about that part off stream. I didn't know about all that.
We will. Yeah, it's been tough, but fuck it. It's a new day. It's a new week. It's the 69th day of the decade.
There's a good chance that was actually yesterday because I don't remember when.
God
there's
damn
a good
it,
chance.
You give me this information that's false, and I look like a damn idiot.
There's a chance. I don't remember.
No one cares about the 70th day of the decade.
Hey, it's fine.
You fact check that right now.
I'm about to.
Motherfucker. Well, regardless, it's a new day, and we had our previous week challenge. What?
It's
actually tomorrow.
It's even worse.
I'd rather it be 70th day.
Yeah, I'd rather it be 70 and not 68.
It says March 10th, dude.
Well, it's the 68th day of the decade. Great. Can only say that once a fucking decade.
I can't say that's worse though because today is my mom's birthday. So my mom.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Yep. She's not listening to this, but in spirit, we know.
In spirit,
Brandy
I'm saying
knows.
happy birthday.
Knows.
That's right. She does.
All right. So let's talk about our goals past week. Cody did it.
What's up, motherfuckers?
Yeah, let's go. Round of applause.
He did it. He doesn't owe us money.
Yes.
I don't know. Something happened.
So
nobody, no money. Not this.
So out of curiosity, Cody, was it because the stakes were raised in terms of like dollars if you didn't do it, or because the last times you did it, I guess when you didn't finish, you just stopped. So I guess if you didn't do it one day, then you could have done it the next day, but you would have just had to pay once. So
I think I know. But I want you to say.
Do you think you know? I don't.
I'm not.
I don't think you do.
I'm not trying to be mean. It was just pretty easy this week.
Yeah, but the 25 or fucking whatever, 50 sit-ups, whatever, they weren't that hard.
But 50 sit-ups and 25 push-ups was. That's like.
I mean, yeah, but
it's hard. It's harder than 20 leg raises. That took us 40 seconds.
It literally took us 40 seconds.
Like when I thought about doing it this week, I just dreaded the sit-ups and push-ups. I'm like,
yeah,
but I'm just saying the other one. I'm like, yeah, that one would be easy, but the fucking.
Yeah, no, but we're adding more to it this week.
Yeah,
so
true.
I think
exactly. Yeah, that's the way I was thinking.
I just thought
that
was
not the reason.
I know I was going to be a dick by saying that.
You was always.
We got to push each other.
You was always a dick.
No. My name ain't Richard.
Anyways, I don't know. I think this week was different because, like, with the past 2 weeks of me not doing it, like I gave myself shit the day that I forgot.
Oh yeah. I
gave myself shit for the days like not doing it, and I was like, no, I'm actually gonna fucking do it because it takes literally less than a minute to fucking do it. Just do it. Don't be a bitch about it.
Yep.
Even though it's really not that hard. So
it is hard. I mean, it's not easy. It was easier. 20 leg raises is still like.
That's right.
You
got something to say?
Well, I was gonna say the way I look at it too is like it's also an activity that like no one does. It's just the fact of getting up and actually doing that. Like people do exercises all the time, and yeah, it's pretty simple, but just even 40 seconds of just actually like doing a core workout really quick. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even if it's not like too challenging.
That's why I kept doing the push-ups and sit-ups, because it's just like, I don't work out.
I did those occasionally. I just never recorded them because I knew it wouldn't.
Do it. You should.
Yeah, I should have, but a lot of time it was like after I did a workout, and I'm like, I don't want to fucking.
Yeah.
I don't want to record it. I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
Well, has anyone thought of the goal for this week? I haven't really thought of anything.
I thought of one.
What do you got?
Let's hear it, Cody. You got it.
Adding like, I don't know how many yet, but doing like Russian twists.
Oh, okay. That's a new one.
Yeah.
I'm American.
You're gonna add a Russian twist to it? What?
I'll do an American twist.
What, do we gotta like take shots of vodka while we do it?
American twist is turning from your cheeseburger to your fries.
French fry. Burger.
Oh my
French
goodness.
fries. Burger. Oh. But I don't know, maybe like doing the 20 leg raises, and then I don't know if we want to do 20.
More abs, huh?
Yeah, why not?
On top of my other ab one I have to do.
What, the sit-up one?
Yeah.
I mean, what else you do push-ups again? We've already done that. I'm trying to change it up.
There's plenty of shit we can.
I still like the reading idea, but if we want to do that later, it's not a big deal, because I mean it's just every single week we're just additionally adding something.
We don't have to do physical workout. A physical thing.
It's just the hardest part's really just being able to show that we did it. You know what I mean? Because like we can only do so
write
much.
a book report every week.
3-page, double-spaced MLA.
Yeah, every night read a book report. You have to turn it into turnitin.com.
There we go.
No, every night you got to read one chapter and you have to summarize that chapter.
There we go. We can do that.
Bam.
That sounds terrible.
I mean, granted, we're not gonna read the same book, so you could bullshit the whole summary.
See, the thing is the book I want to read is Russ's book, and it's like 6 pages a chapter.
Yeah, there's not much to a chapter.
It's like not a story. It's just like a self-help book.
Yeah. So how about this? How about we dedicate 25 minutes to reading?
Okay.
And we have to set a timer so that way we know that we read it. And the hardest part's going to be, we can just set a timer and not read. But that's the only thing I can really think of. We can't record ourselves for 30 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know what's the accountability for that.
I know that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? Peanut butter almonds. Oh, they're gone. They've been here for like 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago.
You know what? I couldn't find them like the 3rd day, though.
Yeah, because I took them down here.
Bryce is fat.
So
Can we not do this right now?
my fucking almonds.
They're gone.
Where's the peanut butter?
It's gone. It's creamy. The creamy one's down here.
That's all that we had left.
Oh, yeah, it's gone. There's like none in there. I didn't take any other nuts. Those what? I didn't take those. I don't have those.
Go down like an FBI agent.
That was my bad. I destroyed those almonds. Those were so
I
good.
destroyed those almonds.
Well,
Fuck those almonds.
when he has fucking Colleen over, I pre-get my snacks because I don't want to have to go back upstairs. And I just put them down here.
I feel that. I get that.
Okay,
it's a good idea. It's a good idea. No, we're talking about the accountability. So maybe what we do is we just like I think what I said last time is just start a timer and then wherever we end. But again, that's hard to track. So
right. It helps if we're all reading the same book.
Take a picture of myself reading the book?
That would be hilarious.
That would be pretty.
It's just got to be an honor system. And we'll find out next Monday when we talk about it. Like, yeah, my book had a yellow cover and it had so many pages.
It's about a guy and he goes to the city and
he opens up a hot dog stand.
He has good time.
And he has fun hot dog time.
He has fun hot dog
time. He sell a lot of hot dogs, a lot of mustard.
The end.
You didn't read, did you? No.
You didn't read shit. Nah, I didn't read it.
Okay, so how about this? What we do, this will be kind of a twist that could be kind of fun. It is like homework, but it is what it is.
I'm not in school anymore.
So So this week we have to read 60 pages.
Just throughout the week?
No, just like we total. And then we have to type one page. It can be double spaced or spaced about what you learned in those 60 pages. Because that's 10 pages a day, right? So is that like 15 minutes?
What?
Unless you want to do more pages.
I mean, yeah, we could do that. I think I have a book at home to read.
10 pages a day?
I can do that.
Well, 60 pages throughout the week, and then you got to write a one-page thing.
Yeah, 10 pages a day, though.
Yeah.
If you split it that way.
Fuck it. All 60 one day. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Could.
Send it.
I like that idea.
So that's a good idea.
20 leg raises, 60 pages by next Monday.
Yep, and then have a page, and then we'll read it. Our parts out loud on the stream of what we learned.
Can we dress up?
If you want to, it doesn't. You guys are the ones that are being recorded. I'm good.
Can we dress up?
My name's Bryce Shidzicki, and I read "It's All in Your Head" by Russ. And here's my MLA format typed out summary.
MLA format type beat.
All right. Well, hell yeah.
Facts.
Okay. And then if you want to be exactly specific, you can time on your timer how each 10 pages was, and then just add it up and say, well, it took me 3 hours total to read.
I'll be honest, it's not going to take me 3 hours to read 60 pages of that book. It's like a little baby book.
Yeah, the book is tiny.
But I haven't read a book in fucking years.
Yeah, but that book is tiny. There's like 100 words a page.
So
no Lemony Snicket, bitch ass shit.
Lemony Snicket. I was probably gonna read Logic's book.
I can probably finish that book. How about I finish my book?
How many pages are in that book?
Let me go grab it.
Yeah, I was probably gonna read Logic's book, Supermarket, because I started it.
Yeah, I saw.
I stopped.
Yeah, I have a few of them too. I just always get occupied and I try to do. But that way, at least, say one day you just don't have the time, you can read like the rest the next day. You know what I mean? But like, don't obviously wait till the last minute, like school too. What'd you say, Bryce? I kind of heard him in the distance.
Look at the live stream in a couple seconds to see the pages in his book. They're not very big.
Okay, I am. It's there's a little bit of a lag.
Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah.
It's just now showing Bryce getting up.
Yeah.
But that's what I want to read though. That's the thing.
Okay, so we'll wait a second and then write one page or type.
You can kind of see it.
You get the gist of it, kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know, Bryce. That's actually.
It's more than I thought, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll just do 10, and if I can finish it, if I just like it and I finish it, I'll just finish it.
Yeah, and then how about at the end of the month we have to finish the book by the end of the month?
Okay. Yeah.
Since technically, I mean, if we're reading 60 pages a week,
should be easy money.
That, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's taken care of.
Bam.
All right. So yesterday, how was your day yesterday with Josh?
Oh yeah. Okay. So honestly, like it was super dope. I haven't seen Josh since school, obviously, and like I kind of told you last night in the group text a little bit, like we really just caught up. He was asking about you and Ryan a lot, just seeing kind of where you guys were at, and it's very common. And I definitely thought of you the whole time he was talking to me, but he's still trying to find a TCOM job. He's been doing a lot of photography. Yeah, and I mean you follow Snapchat, so you know, but he has his like own photography thing like he's got going on. Then he also he's married now, and I met his wife Rose, but they're getting ready to start their own business and do photography for weddings. So that's in the pipeline for them as well. But the main reason why he reached out is he's wanting to get a small team together, and he said obviously the more the merrier, but he needs people who are dedicated and passionate. And he thought of me for sure. And then he asked if I knew of anybody. He's reached out to a couple other people, but it's kind of like he wants to do no more than, I would say, 1 to 3 minute videos. And they can even be shorter, of just skits. So this can be like something silly, like, and it's kind of like the same scenario we have kind of right now with the whole Google Doc. I have a Google Doc with him and his wife, and as he's getting more people in, but I only live 10 miles from his apartment. So yeah, I know. No, you really need to. But I'm really excited about it because his wife, she's a yoga instructor, and she has a lot of like friends who are like really interested and are who are like want to be actresses and models. So that way, because like that definitely makes the video content a lot better, obviously, when you have like girls and stuff. And like if it's like a party scene, or like you can just do a lot like funny wise, like speed dating. But they already have like a lot of really good ideas, and Josh is like 100% passionate, and it's just no, I'm super pumped about it. I got a hold of one of my friends who I'm meeting tomorrow to get my Ronin. But no, it's just nice and exciting. And that's what I was telling them, was like just really, I guess, using your time and prioritizing and like going that route, not something that somebody would typically do, kind of like off-brand comedians. You know, you got your own YouTube channel going on. I got my own YouTube channel going on, just kind of doing things differently. And he made a really good, valid point too, is he said, I think at the end of the day, everybody's really trying to not so much go for the clout, but find a way to make income doing it, right? Because you start off by doing it free, and the end goal is hopefully to start making money some way or another, whether it be through endorsements or just monetization.
You have to do your hobby enough to turn into a career.
Exactly.
Career, it's just a hobby. Why do I keep hearing shit?
I heard that too.
And the thing he said too was he's like, I don't want you to think like that's all we're doing. He said it may happen, it may not happen, but he's like, I just need to keep fact checking, knowing that it's not strictly based around I need to have the data, or I need to be where I want to be at by a certain threshold point. Right. You know what I mean? And I was telling him the same way. That was always my biggest problem when I first started doing stuff like the whole YouTube thing back in middle school and high school. Like when I first kind of found out about you could get partnered with some company, and then you get monetized, and then you got money from that. It was instantly like, okay, I need to do that. And it kind of took the fun out of it. Whereas now, like I just record myself on my iPhone. I don't even think about it. And then it literally takes me a couple hours to edit, and then I just upload it, even though the videos are super long. But it's fun. It's literally a hobby. So, but the big thing that we both agreed on was consistency. So really just starting that ASAP. And I told him that I'm really busy, but I mean, like we'll make ends meet somehow or another, whether it be throughout the weekday at the evening or just on a Sunday, and record like 6 videos in one session. But no, but no, it was really exciting for me, because like, you know, I like being around people who are like wanting to go the complete opposite direction than just typically working and hanging out, you know. Like he's really, really down. And I mean, you've met Josh, Bryce, so you kind of know, like, it's just, I guess, surrounding yourself and getting with a good clique and pursuing it and going for it. So, but no, he's
dance.
Yeah, he can. And that's what we talked about, doing like videos like that. Like one where obviously like I'm a really bad dancer and like all the girls are into me, and he's just like actually good.
Actually good.
Like, yeah, there's just a million things we could do and just like have humor and make it funny. But it's a great networking resource. Like I told him, like all I'd really request is like my channel be in the videos if I am, and like, you know what I mean, participating and acting in them. So I'll get exposure from that as well. So I don't know. We talked, we hung out for probably, I'd say 3.5 hours. We got pizza. We were in a coffee shop, and I got to meet his wife. And no, it just seems like a really, really good thing to do. So
I didn't know your headphones were still over your hood.
Yeah.
God damn it.
What?
Nothing.
What's wrong with this?
It looks good. It looks good.
Listen, we don't need to be trashing on my fit.
I'm not.
Trying to be motivating, not an asshole.
That's awesome, dude. That sounds
really
fun as fuck.
No, it definitely is. And I told him, I said, yeah, depending on how flying, like you never know. And then we'll have you as well.
I'm not gonna lie, you cut out hella bad there. I didn't hear any of that.
That's okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just said, I told Josh.
Say sorry.
Well, anyways, so I was telling Josh, I said, depending on how things go in South Bend within the coming months, you might make your way down here. I said, you just don't know what the future holds. So,
True.
Yep.
True.
But yeah, no, it was exciting. It was a really good conversation, and we're both really looking forward to it.
Hell yeah. So did I say last week how I'm learning piano?
Yes.
Yeah, it's going pretty good. I played a little Piano Man for Cody.
Played Piano Man for me.
Nice. Yeah, you'll have to.
Great.
Is there a way where you can play it like through a speaker? So like one time you can do it like on stream.
I could play in
we could try.
a little bit. It's gonna sound like shit because I'm not that good.
Well, we can do it another day, but like something to think maybe.
We'll do it.
I'll point the camera over to him. We'll do it.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Nah. Let me just play.
You do it right now? All right. What is he doing? What the fuck is happening upstairs? I'll try and point the microphone towards Bryce.
You might need to also refresh the camera, Cody, too. I'm noticing lagging a little bit. If not,
yeah, video's frozen.
I don't know how long it's been like that. I think I just
looked over a minute ago and it was fine. So I don't know. I mean, the lights on now, so we'll see.
And you have the stream open just like me, so.
Yeah. All right, we'll see if you can hear Bryce's piano skills.
Piano Man by Billy Joel. That's all I got.
And that's it.
All right.
That was fantastic.
If I had the sheet music, I'd be able to.
There we go. Maybe something.
If I had the sheet music, I'd be able to play it, but that's it.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all I know for right now.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, it's not too bad. You get the gist of what's happening.
Yeah. All right. So have you seen the shit about Post Malone, Chris?
So yeah, when I got home, Cody's right there on the tab now. I actually like saw that under stocks and above coronavirus, and I was like, I don't know what happened to him. Like what's in the news? I guess I'm missing out.
So
it's really not.
It's like a controversy. It's really not. There's like videos of him performing one specific one. There's a couple, but there's one specific one of him performing "I Fall Apart," and it shows him like falling to the ground. He like trips. And then he kind of looks just weird.
He looks like he's whacked out on drugs.
Yeah, it looks like he's cracked out, bro.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like his eyes are rolling to the back of his head, and he's like screaming into the mic, and like people are arguing that's just how he performs. Which I mean, could see.
It is, because if you've watched any of his other performances, like he gets into his shit.
Right. It's still just there's something odd about it still.
You'll have to send it to me because I'd like to see it because I was there in the pit. When I was there,
when he got into his songs like "I Fall Apart" and stuff like that, how into it did he get?
Oh, dude, it was like the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Like, I could like literally that whole concert like was just the most amazing. Even Ray Shrumman, like they just get into it. Like compared to the G-Eazy when we all went, like. Yeah, G, like, it's like an act, I feel like he comes on, sings song to song, says something. But, like, Post, like, he literally stops and then talks. And then right when he gets into the next song, like, whether it be on his knees or, like, screaming.
Cool.
So, yeah, I think
it's a lot of it's just part of an act, part of a show.
But at the end of the day, too, like you got to also take this into effect. Post Malone's our age, and he's performing in front of like 60,000 plus people.
Yeah.
And I mean, if he needs some drugs, because like that is
it's a lot to deal with, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
that's why a lot of people like artists like that get into it because it's a lot to deal with.
Yeah, but like. Now, depending on the drug, I don't know. But I mean, I know he drinks Bud Light, obviously. But
yeah, people are just saying there's no way that's just alcohol.
Yeah, and again, I don't know where this recording was at, but I noticed that when I was there in Indy, it was all high schoolers in the pit. So it's kids.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be mean, but. I mean, Post Malone, he has face tattoos. Like, I mean, one can only assume, but they should know what he looks and sounds like. So yeah, I don't know if it's just like
mannerisms and the way he was acting. And like, apparently a couple months ago, he like seemed weird, and he like ended up stopping the concert and saying like, "I'm so happy to be here, but also really depressed at the same time because you guys are all here because you guys are depressed too because my music's depressing." And he made this whole deal about how everyone there is depressed and. People were like, that was kind of strange.
Weird.
Like, that was weird.
Yeah, that is definitely a little weird. He did bring up, like, for some songs, like, he talked about how, like, like, in Indy, he was like, yeah, you guys have changed. And he's like, you got me through a lot and everything. But it wasn't, like, overbearing. I mean, like, yeah, some of his songs are super sad, but we've all been there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think that's...
I don't think I agree that he's on drugs. It's just you got to watch the video and I guess decide for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll have to send it to me, and we can talk about that stream because I could tell you because I'm assuming the video is not that long, but it kind of breaks my heart. I think that's that like because he doesn't even Hollywood's Bleeding, like the song Internet, like I don't even think he controls his accounts. I think he has a manager or somebody that runs his pictures. He doesn't even put captions.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times it's just advertisements. So
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Same thing with Pete Davidson. He just had his Netflix special, and he doesn't have Twitter. He doesn't have Instagram.
God, I keep yawning. I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm exhausted. I'm not gonna lie.
That good old time change.
It's really fucking with me.
I worked Saturday and Sunday too.
Whew.
It was only for a few hours Saturday and then a couple hours Sunday, but it still sucked.
Was it at least time and a half?
Time and a half Saturday. It was double on Sunday.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's
so
super nice.
It was worth it.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But now I'm feeling it.
Now I'm regretting it all.
Okay, so it looks like we have two other topics, random points. We have the stock market, and then these two can easily go hand in hand together. It's not really.
I'll let you
handle this segment.
Take charge, yeah.
Yeah. So first of all, pat on the back to me today. I handled it extremely well, but I ended up losing $580.
Oh boy.
Shit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Clapping.
No. I'm saying congrats to me because like freak out about it.
True.
It just goes to show that the company I am invested in, I am fully a believer and I'm riding it out. So
bounce back.
That's right. So no, I'm super thankful and super happy about that.
But today I bounced back.
Facts.
Exactly. So yeah, that was that part. But yeah, no, late last night, oil dropped below 30% and Saudi Arabia and Russia started getting into it. And that caused a oil collapse. And then on top of the coronavirus we have right now, that just completely took things by storm. And I want to say it was 2 weeks ago what we were talking about it, saying it wasn't really a big deal. But then again, it wasn't inside of America yet. And it seems like every day now more and more cases are kind of popping up. I know there's a school corporation that's 15 miles from here. They're closed until April.
Yeah, didn't 2 cases just pop up down in like
Hancock County?
Yeah.
Yep, and I'm right by that. So
Chris.
yeah, stay away from me. That's why I don't have my camera. I'm hunkered. Yeah, I'm just hunkered down in a minute. Yeah, I'm doing great. But no, so there's 2 cases there. There's one in Marion County, which is Indianapolis. But yeah, no, it seems like anytime you open up Twitter or see the news, depending on what you're following, more and more cases are kind of expanding rapidly. And I think it's kind of weird because at first I was like, it's just a fluke kind of. But it's getting to the point now to where I'm washing my hands before I even take a piss.
Yeah, I'm pretty much doing the same shit I usually do. I just always wash my hands.
Yeah. Well, like before in the past, like I wash my hands most of the time, but if I was in a rush, sometimes it's like, fuck it. Like I'll just dapple my hands in water and like run out really, really quick. But like now I'm taking my time.
No, you're
like I might as well be in a shower.
I'm drinking hand sanitizer.
Taking a full shower after
shower every time you eat.
Yeah.
Shower.
But no, getting back to the stock market, the Dow closed below points. That is the worst closing session since 2008 when we had a recession. Damn. So that is very terrifying. Some major things that I want to talk about, though, in terms of stocks and people who are interested, GameStop has just been on a complete disaster of a company. It seems like for a while now. Yeah, they've not been doing very well. They announced today after hours that Reggie Fils-Aimé, he is a new board of director. So he was originally the president for Nintendo of America. And after hours, their price went up a few cents. But their market cap is only $243 million. And I don't know. It used to be valued at over $14 a share, I think just 3 or 4 months ago. So right now it's currently valued at $3.95. So they're really having some issues. But even it's not even GameStop with the whole coronavirus situation. If you are looking at a lot of major industries like cruises, airplanes, retail, I'm pretty sure that the Bureau of Health or whatever one that is announced today that they are strongly recommending that you do not go on a cruise. So I think what company is it? Royal Caribbean. I think they were down $16 a share, and in the past month they're down half their evaluation. So it's really scary
to see what kind of effect like a disease can have on everything.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Literally everything.
Yeah, no, and even like stores like retail down, Target is also down. But the thing that's interesting
first came out.
Oh
America
my God.
was probably going nuts. Trojan times were like, yeah, we told you, motherfuckers.
Yeah. Well, I have this theory that I think around next year, I think everyone's going to have to get a new shot. I think it's going to be mandatory. I could see that being a thing.
With Corona in it.
Well, just like the immune to Corona, and it's like maybe like a one-time shot.
Well, aren't flu shots pretty much giving you the flu?
Yeah, but those are
like small.
But those are optional.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
True.
So a lot of people, and they're really not too expensive.
I haven't gotten a flu shot in a while.
I haven't gotten a flu shot since probably like
I get one every year, but I still got sick. I had a cold. So it's it's very, very interesting how something illness and sickness just causes world like a big scare. It's tough to say too, once this all gets said and done, if that's going to be a month from now, 3 weeks from now, tomorrow, really how long is it going to take for everything to bounce kind of back and get back to going again where it's normal, like you feel comfortable enough to get on a cruise or
not wash your hands before you pee.
yeah, exactly. So I think it's crazy. And the real big scare and loss for today, and something that I think a lot of people should be, I guess, most feared about, and it's not so much us because we're young, but our parents who have 401ks.
I saw a thing about that on Twitter earlier. I didn't click into it and read it, but I saw something about it.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't invest. They just matches their 401k and whatever they take out of their check that goes into their 401k, which is into their Roth RIA. When all of the companies in their Roth RIA are down like this today by 50% or so, just think that's their retirement.
Yeah,
so
that's not good for them.
No. So it's very, very scary. Even I was talking to my dad today. He's kind of nervous, and people at work, like older people who are thinking about retiring in the next 10 years, like, yeah, they're going to be able to retire, but right now it's looking like it's not going to happen. So it's just, it's really frightening.
Going back to like, it's kind of related a little bit, but like, the whole people trusting cruise ships again and all this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, I can't remember the year, 82 maybe, the Tylenol scare. Have you guys heard of this?
I don't think I have.
Negative.
I think in 82, in Chicago actually, there was this, we actually don't know still what exactly happened, but pretty much there's like 6 stores in Chicago. Every single Tylenol PM or Tylenol extra strength or something had cyanide in it and killed like,
goddamn,
I think killed 11 or 12 people in like 2 hours or something, and people were freaking out and shit.
Well, yeah.
But
jeez, yeah.
But obviously for a while, like Tylenol, even like Advil, just pain killing. Well, no, Advil wasn't even. People were saying like Tylenol was just what you took.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was just feel good, take Tylenol.
It was the thing you took, yeah.
But they said it took like 6 months before people started buying Tylenol again, like normal.
Yeah, just to kind of trust it, and
that's fast.
Well, and yeah, too, like especially with the whole cruise thing, months? Like, yeah, that's forever. Well, you got to think too that companies, I don't know who owns Tylenol. It's obviously like a pharmaceutical company, and I don't even know if they're public, but when you see that decrease in sales and revenues in quarters, that's what you're basing off of if you want to buy the stock or not, or if you need to sell it. So when the price is going down, you don't want to buy that because it's not good business. So it takes, and that's scary to really think about, especially if it takes almost more than a half a year.
So this could be a dumb question, but this is just how I understand stocks. Wouldn't you want to buy it when it's low if you know it's going to go back up?
Exactly. Yeah. 100%. Absolutely agree. But in a situation like this, we don't know the bottom yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't know when it's going to stop.
Yeah.
Stop dropping.
And you really, and it's hard to say too, because like, for example, last week was the most insane stock week I've ever witnessed ever since I've gotten into stocks. One day it was up 1,000 points. The next day it was down 900 points. The next day it was up 400 points. The following day it was down 1,200 points. The next day after that, it was up like 800 points. It was just constantly like just going up and down, up and down, up and down. And it's like, you can't invest into anything if it's going to go up and down every single day like that, because you don't know what's happening. So it's more or less better of just figuring out, yes, low and hold and sell at the top. You don't want to like buy low and then it drop again another $10, and then you buy low again and it drops another $10, and then you sell, and then the next thing you know, it goes back up.
Here's what we do. We all invest in Samsung stock. Not yet, actually. No. We have our eyes on the Samsung stock. Okay?
What is that noise?
That's probably me.
I hear vibrates, dogs barking.
I hear all kinds of shit.
You got a soundboard over there?
Yeah, I'm playing beats.
So what we're going to do is we're going to infiltrate the Samsung headquarters, right?
Okay.
Ski masks, the whole thing.
Gotcha.
Cranes.
Cranes.
Jetpacks, everything. Ninja stars.
Everything.
Get in there. Mm-hmm. Somehow delay production for a week, right? Okay. And we know it's going to be a week.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is buy the stock as soon as it drops. As soon as the first day production's done, how much money are they going to lose? A lot. Right? Mm-hmm. One day of production for Samsung's probably millions of dollars. Mm-hmm. We buy as soon as that happens, knowing that in a week it's going to be back up. Boom, billionaires. Now, how do we do this?
Now,
I don't see any loopholes.
Let me ask you this: so if you're gonna tank that shit on a Monday and it's gonna come back up, say on that Sunday, right?
It'll be not after hours. It'll be during market hours.
Right. So let's just say Monday to Friday.
Okay.
If you're gonna tank it Monday, wouldn't you want to wait until like Thursday to buy, because it's gonna keep dropping throughout the week?
Yes.
You're not going to want to tank it Monday, buy Monday. You're going to want to tank Monday, buy Thursday, come back Friday.
I guess I was looking at the graph the other way. I thought it'd start down and just go gradually up. No, it's going to start down, go down,
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 and then it's
You're right.
Up. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. So no questions about the ski mask?
Nope.
Nope. That's the only
nothing about that.
We'll figure that out on the fly.
Nope.
But I will tell you this. I don't know when it's going to happen. But the moment that either there's a cure for the coronavirus or the numbers start depleting, the stock market is going to be a goddamn rocket.
I know.
It's everyone who's pulled out and kind of waiting patiently, everything they sold right back in, and it's just going to be a freight train.
Clusterfuck.
Right. Yeah.
Buy stock in all the cruise ships, all the airplanes. I'm going to buy stock in everything.
So since we're talking about the cruise ship industry, I tweeted this out last week, but over the weekend, and then today the industry with the whole health bureau or whatever it's called, I will just go through really quick and tell you what they're valued at. So Royal Caribbean right now, in the past month, since Corona's kind of gotten a lot more serious, is down $63. That's 56% of their overall market value has dropped in just 1 month.
Jesus Christ.
Carnival Cruise Line is, let's see here, in the past month they've dropped $20 a share, so they're only $22 per share. That's 46% of their whole market valuation.
$22 per share
for a Carnival cruise right now. Yes. Yep. And then we have Norwegian Cruise Line. It's also a publicly traded company, and they right now, let me see, oh boy, spelling's coming into effect. Norwegian. There we go. Norwegian Cruise Line. So in the past month, they are down $32.99 with a current share price of $20.50, and they've lost 61% of their market cap in just 1 month. So, and it gets worse. And this is the company I would have my eyes on, Disney. So Disney, let alone, has their own cruise line. They have all of their parks. In the past month, they are down $35 a share. That's 25% of their market valuation. Disney owns Marvel. They own Pixar. Once this stuff gets going again, Disney a month ago was valued a share. Now it's only $106 a share.
You cut Plus, out, what was that first number?
So a month ago, Disney was priced over about $106.
It literally keeps cutting out right when you say the price.
Number.
It's the government.
The government.
So yeah. So a month ago, Disney was priced over $140, and now they're priced at $106 a share.
Plus, you got to think, like, people probably don't go to the parks now as much because of the virus.
Yeah.
Going on, you know?
Well, they have
$4 right now.
They have a park in, obviously, Orlando, a park in California. They have one in China. I think they have one in Shanghai as well. Yeah. So those big companies like that, especially the airlines, you got Southwest, you got Delta, they are down tremendously too. Those are very, very good companies. So those are going to be the first ones to get corrected. I would be curious. It would really be interesting to get big if the government ends up giving them a loan. But again, we just don't know the bottom yet. So we gotta wait.
You really know your stuff there, Chris.
Hey man, this is what I do. If you watch my newest video, see what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna have to, and then finally put in my stuff in Robinhood and start buying some stuff, or not buying, at least looking.
Well, I feel bad because I even mentioned it in the video. I bring up I've been more open about investing, and it's kind of a private thing. Like, you don't want to just share what you're buying and everything. And it's not really, I talked about it before, it's not supposed to be a flex. It's just kind of like hey, do this now while you're young so you can retire early and just hold it.
Yeah.
But it's so important. But a lot of people, I think, overlook stocks and everything. And it's not really they overlook, don't know how to do it. So
it's a scary thing to try and get into.
Yeah, I mean, it really, and especially this is a great example to why you don't want to, because you can lose a lot of money quickly. But being at our age, a lot of us don't have like tens of thousands of $100,000s of dollars to invest with. So it's not like a big deal. But yeah,
it is when you don't have that much money to invest into it.
Well, and you think of too, like our parents who've had 401k since they started working. They could easily have lost a third of their retirement today.
Yeah, it's scary.
So
crazy,
it's not good.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. But it's very important. It's definitely very important, and something that you want to keep up to date with, because at any point in time, something is like this, the corona and the oil issue, it just sends the world into frenzy. But yeah, I feel like that's the segment on stocks, at least for now.
Yeah, we'll check in again next Monday.
Yeah, but
yeah,
check in again next Monday.
It's tough to say.
Samsung's gonna be down.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at Apple. I bet Apple, oh my god, too, because they get all their phones made. I think, well, a portion of them in China, right?
Yeah,
and I think they're back working. Plus, companies like that, you get a dividend for owning a share.
I think it said Apple was up a little bit.
Yeah, so today Apple lost $22 a share. They're up 5 after hours, but in the past month they're down $50 a share, 15% of their market valuation.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
everybody getting the smoke.
Everybody getting the smoke.
You don't want the smoke.
You don't want the smoke, brother.
So last night I streamed by myself.
Wait, you did?
Yeah,
Wait.
I didn't tell anybody. I told Cody because I sent like a Snapchat. It was just like some game I found on Steam. And I was just playing by myself.
It looked fun.
It's like Mario Maker. Have you seen that game, Chris? Where it's like Super Mario, but you can make your own levels and shit.
I don't think I have.
Well, it's essentially that, but like off-brand. kind of.
Okay, and you did this through like Twitch or Mixer or you?
Twitch, yep.
Cool. Okay.
I only streamed for like half an hour because
Not long, but
Cody popped in for a little bit.
I did.
And it's like a rage quit game, so you have to like beat levels, and it tells you how many times you die at the end. And since it was a depressed type beat last night,
depressed type beat.
It was if I die 25 times each level, I have to take a shot.
Oh, and you played for 30 minutes. So
listen to this. Cody pops in, and I'm scrolling through the levels, and I'm like, all right, Cody, just pick one of them, and I'll play it.
One of them was like, his title, like, they're just vibing, and I was like, oh, yeah, they're vibing, pick that one.
The hardest fucking level that I played.
Hard as
it was
hell.
so hard. I died definitely like 80 times.
Oh, you died a bunch of times.
And I only play levels for 10 minutes. If I don't beat it, I have 10 minutes to beat it, and if I don't, I just take a shot and I'm done. Or if I beat it and die over 25 times. Well, I didn't beat it, and I played, I think, 2 or 3 more levels and never got above 25 because Cody picked the hardest fucking level ever.
Jeez. So, yeah, I don't blame you for...
Dude. You were double jumping when you shouldn't have been. You weren't double jumping in spots.
Well, I might stream again tonight, but it all depends if I can get my laptop to run a little better because streaming and playing that game, it like really it could handle it, but it kind of was laggy, so it was like hard to fucking play. So
yeah. Now let me ask you a question because I do this every Wednesday by yourself.
What's the question?
No, that was the question. Did I cut out again?
Yeah.
Dang it. Okay, so I was gonna say this is off topic, but I bought an Ethernet port that connects to my MacBook that has the Ethernet cable, so I can plug it into my router.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping I'm gonna get that fixed and set up for Wednesday's stream. But I bought one and I got the wrong one, so I buy the Apple Store. So I'm just gonna change.
I'm excited for you to stream, dude. I was upset you didn't last week.
Or
the week before that.
Well, yeah. So my question was I stream by myself. What do you think about streaming by yourself? Do you find it easier, harder, fun?
Definitely harder because I only played for like 30 minutes because I noticed that Cody wasn't watching anymore. And it's really weird just to not talk to anybody and just sit there play
by yourself.
And I was just tired. So I'm like, I set up because I set up an overlay, like a little face cam overlay with my name on it, and did like a little bit of that in OBS. Mm-hmm. So it was just like a starter thing, and just whenever I feel like I want to, just free time, I'll just hop on.
It's weird, like talking to yourself, like knowing there's nobody there, and then trying to like talk to yourself is kind of weird.
It's
an odd thing to do.
It's extremely weird. Yeah, I definitely when I first started, it was kind of the same way. Luckily, I joined in, and friends come and join in, so it's nice to have at least one person you can talk to.
Yeah.
But the more people that get involved, obviously, the lot more it is.
Yeah.
Definitely last Wednesday was by far my best stream, but that was just because, everyone was in there. You guys were, Ryan was in there.
I know, I'm pissed.
My friends from home. Yeah. Well, no, I go out to eat with them every weekend and we just kind of catch up and talk about each other's week, but they loved it. They're like, yeah, every Wednesday, that's going to be our thing. So I was like, all right, well,
too.
Yeah. So it'll continue.
You up on my TV and I just have it.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, I've seen that before. I think when the first, I think you had me like my YouTube video or something on your TV, and I was cracking up. I was like, "Oh shit!"
When I did the push-ups and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's definitely awkward when and especially like when there's watching. I know before everyone joined in around this, Cody was the first one to show up last week.
Gang.
Yeah, but like I wrote down notes. Like what I do is like I try to keep myself occupied. Like I'll pull up Yahoo Finance or just Yahoo in general, read news articles, kind of discuss it, talk about it, and then hopefully I just keep checking to see if anybody's joined.
See, it's easier for me because I'm playing a game.
Yeah.
So like, I could talk about the game. I'll react to the game for sure because that shit was pissing me off.
Every time you double jump and die, you don't.
Like I need to. Every time I focused and shut the fuck up, I got it.
You're like, I need to shut the fuck up. I need to stop talking. But what am I doing right now? I'm fucking talking. I keep fucking dying.
Breaking my own rule.
I need to shut the fuck up.
I'm breaking my own rule, and I died. That's why, because I'm fucking talking.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
No,
I love that.
It was fun.
Yeah. That's super great. I really like too how you're kind of getting into that as well. So like you now have off-brand comedians, you have your SoundCloud, you have the streaming thing.
We had off-brand comedians until all the files were lost.
Yeah,
but I mean,
man,
we'll get
back out tomorrow.
You'll be good. Definitely tomorrow. Like, don't sweat it.
I'm sweating.
Yeah.
We'll have an episode for next Monday, I promise.
Yeah, we will.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, guaranteed.
He said, "Yeah, no, we will. Whether we gotta fucking redo all the shit or not, we will have one."
Well, we
Monday.
have to read. Yeah, okay, we'll get there.
Exactly.
But
this is Motivational Monday.
Motivational Monday.
Have to do it.
Yeah. So, 20 leg raises. Read a book.
Read 60 pages by the end of the week.
By the end of the week, and then write out a summary, page summary.
Yep, and then we can read it next week.
Double spaced, single spaced.
It's totally up to you. It doesn't have to even page, but it can, as long as you read 60 pages. That's it. And then I feel like
write 60 pages.
Yeah, or read 60 pages. Sorry, but I feel like it'll be obvious if you read the book or not. And what we can even do too is we won't even say anything what book we're reading. Well, we know what book you're reading. Well, I know
what book Bryce is
Shoot, yeah. So, and then Cody said you're reading Supermarket, but yeah, I'll surprise you.
Everybody.
Yeah, I'll surprise you guys.
Yeah, don't tell us yours, and we'll try to guess what you're reading.
Yeah, no, I don't think you'll guess.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
I probably won't be able to guess.
The type of books I have, they're very good books, but I haven't taken the time to read them.
There's one book that I do really want to read, and it's The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success.
Yeah,
I really want to read that.
That's the only books I have is finance and like. So I'm very excited.
Number 1, read this book.
Numero uno.
I'm already behind.
Read the book.
Not read it.
Ah, shit.
Number 2, reread the book.
Read the book again.
3, write a page summary. All right, guys, it's we've been going just over 50 minutes, almost an hour.
Yeah,
week 4 is over. We got some new goals. We talked about our previous goals. It's been a shit week for a couple of us. Trying to bounce back. So we'll see what happens. I guess
next Monday we'll see what happens this
we'll
week.
have a new episode and a new live episode. What was that?
I was gonna say you guys forgot your quote or motivational post that you could talk about, because I did add that at the end of the show. Because remember I brought it up last week. That's my fault though.
No, that's my fault. I completely forgot we were supposed to do that.
I have mine.
Yeah.
I didn't do
Oh,
it. Wow.
Cody.
Yo, what's up, Beach? Should I read it?
Right. Yeah, it's totally up to you. I can go. Bryce, you can try to find one, but don't rush yourself if you don't have one.
All
it's
right,
up
Chris,
to you, Cody.
Chris, you go ahead.
Okay, so you can't see mine. Obviously, I can't put it up to the camera.
Right.
But that's okay. So I fall. So my thing is like, I'll just say this before I even really. I'm on Instagram a lot, and I follow a lot of people, but I also in the past just followed a lot of celebrities, and mentally, like, I think when you see that, especially like rappers and singers, it really makes you think that you're really not a good person. Like, if you're not gonna, it's like they're living this lavish lifestyle, right? So
you mean good person isn't like you're not successful?
Yeah, like I don't think you'll ever reach that caliber.
Yeah, but they're
other than be hanging out
crazy shit.
Yeah, in a Lamborghini or just like a bunch of money. Yeah. Like I was just like, yeah, that's kind of intimidating. So, but no, starting this year, I ended up unfollowing most of them and just followed
a bunch of like people that I didn't really care to follow anymore, like celebrity type people.
Exactly. Yeah, no, me too. And I started strictly following like motivational pages, also like quote pages. So now a lot of times, because a lot of my followers don't post, like people that I know. So these accounts is mostly what I see when I'm on. So for like a good 5 minutes, I kind of just hype myself up. I'm like, oh, dang, that's good. That's good. And you guys even know it's because I send it sometimes in a group chat. But anyways, okay, so back to my post, just to kind of clarify that. This page called Hustle to Achieve made a post that says, what's cool? And it has this guy, and it says, what society tells you. And on that side of the post, it says tacos, luxury cars, $50,000 salary, 100K college debt, living to impress others, and then following a traditional path. And then on the right side, it says what actually is cool. And it says eating Mexican food in Mexico, any car without payment left, no college debt, no limits on your earnings, focusing on yourself, and then chasing your passion. And I think that is the coolest damn thing I've ever, like, I literally like kept reading it over. I was just smiling. Yeah, no, it really is. And especially like in 2018, because that's when I went through my really bad phase. You know, the only thing I had on my mind was, okay, if I need to have $50,000 a year. I want to have like nice clothes. Like I want to buy my own apartment. You know, like I was focused strictly on more of kind of not so much clout, but like the fact of like I want to impress, and like in order to do that, I got to look like I got my shit together, even though I.
Yeah.
So a lot of that, like because I was not doing those things and I wasn't earning that amount of money, it just really tore me up, and it's really sad that I had to go through the shit I had to go through to really realize that and change that, all of that completely.
Mm-hmm.
So coming out of so coming out of that now, and the way I look, it's like, fuck all that shit. I don't need to buy expensive things. I can just wear the same clothes I have. I can use that money that I'm not spending expensive things on and invest that money into actual stocks. And pretty much a pair of jeans is the same as about any company, you know, and just keep creating videos. And that's what I'm enjoying doing now. So I'm obviously going in the right direction, but just reading that, seeing the comments and what people are saying, I was just like, this is so sick. Like, absolutely. So that's my post for the week. Go ahead.
Very good.
All right. Mine, the one that I found is, the quote says, "Success doesn't come from what you do occasionally. It comes from what you do consistently."
Oh,
I felt like that fit in really well with some things
that
we've talked about in saying that consistency is key.
Exactly.
It's something you have to do all the time. You can't just do it here and there when you feel like it. It's got to be something you do.
It's got to be a habit
all the time. Yeah, you need to make it a habit.
Well, yeah, and it's beautiful too, because think about we're doing. Cody, this last week was the first week you've done it successfully, even though the past weeks you haven't done it. I mean, you've still pretty much done it.
Mm-hmm.
Bryce has been going above and beyond and doing it as well. And yeah, it sucks that you guys shit with the whole external hard drive. I think that's kind of firing you up enough to know now that next time you're not only going to be more careful, but you're going to work your ass off even harder so it doesn't happen again, you know?
True.
Yeah. But no, I love that.
Bryce, what do you have?
My quote that I totally had prepared.
Totally had prepared.
Do it now. Sometimes later becomes never.
Ooh, true.
Which is very true.
Oh, yeah.
That one resonates hard with me.
Hard.
Because there'll be shit that I'll be like, I'll do it later, and then I just forget, and then I never do it. And then I realize, I'm like, fuck, I never did that.
I didn't do that.
It turned to never. Shouldn't have.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have. Do it now.
So, yeah, that's my quote, and I came up with it all by myself.
I came up with it on the spot.
All of my body.
Right here, right now, off the dome.
All of my time with the Google.
Man,
that's
some good stuff.
Time to go.
Right. That's a good way to end it this week, I think.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for watching week 4, and we still don't have the technical difficulties figured out, but fuck it, we'll figure it out.
Hey, we'll get there eventually.
Yeah, we'll definitely get there.
Didn't take a shit.
And the next thing too is by next week I should have my Ethernet port for my MacBook, so I shouldn't be cutting in and out. I should be clear the whole time.
I hope
So.
not.
That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening if you did.
Peace out, everybody.
See you next week.
Stay motivated.